guys bounced. So if you have any questions or any announcements you want to make, let me know.
Good, thank you. Johan.
My name is Johan, and I'm the Sergeant at Arms. My role is to welcome and new guests and make them feel comfortable. So if you're new, you bring new guests or new members to the club, and they have questions, you can feel free to direct them to me. I can connect them with the right person, the right officers to answer their questions.
Timo.
My name is Timo. I'm the treasurer. I collect money, deposit money.
Hey, my name is Alan. As you guys know, I'm the president. Well, I'm collaborating with other clubs. Try to get other speakers coming to speak for us, or we can go to other clubs and have a field trip day. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead to call our Toastmasters. Our English Toastmaster is Barry Tai, and our Mandarin Toastmaster is Kathy Wong. Kathy Wong, that's it. Here it is. Thank you very much.
Hey, everyone. So good evening. This is Barry, and this is Kathy. We're the Toastmaster for tonight. So we have a pretty good agenda tonight. The theme of tonight is basically Mooncake Festival. The date of Mooncake Festival is in August 15, which is in lunar calendar. Right? And then that's about September 30th, coming this week, right?
Yes. 我们今天的圣旨是中秋节，还有月饼。我想大家都知道什么是月饼，是很好蜜、很甜的东西。
So the word of the day is mooncake, like Kathy just pointed out. These are the Chinese characters. Anyone has mooncake before or know what that is?
Yeah. That's very good.
Sounds like everybody like it. Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Great.
Oh, thank you. For sharing that.
Wow, thank you.
Slice that into 20 pieces now.
Oh, do people want to actually, should I open it and have people look at it?
Wow. Wow, that's a beautiful
Wow, this is a beautiful package. You want to talk about what kind of mooncake that is?
Oh,
It's just bean paste with chestnut.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
It has, what's the ingredient inside, do you know?
Rabbit here or
Have
something.
a bite. Oh, okay. So everyone knows about the story of rabbit. I think Kara talked about some story about Mooncake Festival like 2 times ago. And then, so rabbit is actually another story that's related to Mooncake Festival. And then the story is about, I think a fairy come from heaven, visit the earth. And then he or she visited 3 different animals. I think it's probably like fox, chicken, and rabbit. And then it's basically pretending to be a beggar and ask for food. Right? So fox and chicken give them something because they have some spare food for the fairy. And then rabbit actually doesn't have anything. So she basically sacrificed herself and jump into the water. Not water, jump into the fire and cook herself, become the food.
Wow.
Wait, you guys didn't hear about this story before?
No. Are you sure about that?
Okay, I saw it's a well-known story. Anyway, so the fairy was so inspired by rabbit's behavior, so she basically transformed her into the moon and become immortal. So rabbit lived happily in the moon with Chang'e, which is the main character story for Mooncake Festival. So most people actually know about Chang'e, but not rabbit, I guess. But anyway, it's a good story. And you want to say something? Okay, so to catch up with the time, we're just gonna introduce the row. I don't think we have any new guests today, right? I think everybody I know. Yeah. so the art counter is Alberto.
Sure.
You want to talk about your role?
Fellow Toastmasters, my role today is to count the art on Feeling Works. I will give you the report at the end of the meeting.
Okay, thank you. And grammarian is Ursula.
Hello, Toastmasters and people. My job is to pay attention to things that are related to grammar and to offer some suggestions about phrases and sentences and execution of particular grammatical points. I'll give you a summary at the end, and if there's something that's generalized, I'll generalize it for everyone. If there's something that's specific to an individual, I'll make that known that it's specific to the individual, but there's some common things that occur. Right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ursula. And timer today is Vicky.
Hi everyone. My role here is to cut your speech short. So for the speeches is 5, 6, 7. 5 minutes I will show the green card. 6 I will show the yellow, and 7 minutes I will show the red. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky.
And then next, we will have some open roles we see would like to fill up. First is the Mandarin table topic master, who has a role here tonight. Would like to take the Mandarin table topics.
She's not coming?
She's not here yet.
Not here.
Oh, okay. I think she might show up.
Okay, then we'll wait.
Yeah.
Put it to the end. And then the next is evaluator for Amy's first speech, the icebreaker.
I can do that. I'll be doing grammatical stuff anyways.
Okay, so Amy, you don't have your,
I'm the first speaker.
no. Do you have your menu?
Not yet. I haven't got my menu yet.
Oh, okay. So Ursula will be evaluating your speech. I guess you could give her your menu later. She could give you the report.
Okay, so should we start? Okay, so I guess we'll start from the Mandarin speech. And Alan, are you ready?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So probably no more introduction needed for everyone, right? Everybody know him. So come on.
Yeah, Alan 演讲的题目是团体精神，他
团队精神。
团队精神，他演讲的作业是第5个
第5个演讲。
第五个演讲 ，research the topic。
Your body speaks.
Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's welcome Alan.
Thank you. 谢谢 Kathy. OK. 各位演讲会的朋友，大家晚安。今天我要讲的题目是团队精神。如果我今天问你们哪一个运动最需要团队精神，你们觉得会是什么 ？Vicky， 你可不可以给我一个例子？如果今天我跟你问一个说哪一个运动最需要团队精神，你觉得会是什么运动？
篮球啊，足球啊。
篮球或者是足球。对。如果我今天跟你讲说，其实跑步也是需要一个团队的精神，你会不会觉得很奇怪？非常奇怪，因为跑步通常都是一个人，他是一个人在跑的，而且跑步是自己对自己身跟心的训练的技巧，所以关团队精神有什么关系？那我今天要跟你们讲的是，我们大家都错了，因为跑步是需要团队精神的。在2个礼拜前，我跟11位朋友、11位勇士参加了一个马拉松比赛，这个叫做 Ragnar Relay， 这叫 Ragnar 的接力赛。OK， 这个接力赛很妙，因为它是从金门大桥一直跑到 Napa Valley， 总共是194迈，对，然后总共是12个人一起跑，而且是2天1夜。你不是只有在早上跑，你晚上也要跑，很妙。而且你晚上跑的时候，你还要带灯，你还要带那个反光的那个chest 的那个 vest， 很好玩。可是如果说你要自己一个人跑的话，一个人跑197迈，我觉得应该蛮难的。 除非你是阿飞正传里面的 Forrest Gump， 你可以一直这样跑，要不然我觉得你跑完的机会可能并不是很大。不过好险我们有一群的朋友，所以整个旅程跑起来很快乐，而且很简单，有一点点更轻松，不是很轻松啦，不过有一点点轻松。OK， 所以每个人大概是跑从15到20迈之间，看你个人体能如何。而且它不是要你一次跑完，它是要你分3个地方跑。所以你第一段跑了大概5到8迈之后，你再休息4个小时，然后休息4个小时以后再起来再跑5到8迈，然后再休息4个小时，然后你再起来跑5到8迈，然后最后你停了。OK， 所以你大概觉得说，哎，那还蛮不错啊，因为跑跟跑之间还有时间可以让你休息，这样蛮贴心的嘛。其实嘞，更累，因为当你这样跑跑停停，跑跑停停，你的身体整个的程序都搞乱了，所以反而会让你更累，更疲劳。所以我是跑第3棒嘛 ，OK， 然后我总共跑了18迈 ，OK。第一迈的第一段的时候，我跑的时候超轻松的，因为我觉得其实蛮简单的嘛，其实要我一次全部跑完没有什么问题。所以我第一棒跑完的时候很快乐。跑完以后，然后我就休息了4个小时，然后就左边看看，右边看看，然后看看风景，看有没有什么其他好玩的东西。然后要等我跑第二棒的时候嘞，我发现我的身体开始有点不太听话了，因为我的身体开始比较有点硬硬的感觉，而且脚开始有点酸，而且我第2棒的时候是总共有8迈 ，OK， 我想说其实8迈也没什么问题，随便跑就可以跑过去的，所以我就开始跑了。当我跑到大概第5迈的时候，我2个脚开始抽筋了，而且还不是一直是2只脚一起抽。这种状况，而且从我的队友来讲，因为他们有时候会在旁边看你跑步嘛，会给你帮忙。他们说看到我的脸整个是扭曲，是这个样子的，因为脚是不能再动了，对不对？就后来有很多次我想要放弃，因为我觉得说真的很累，而且真的很痛。可是当我在跑的时候，我看到我的队友在旁边帮我欢呼，帮我鼓励，他们说 Go Alan Go You can do it Yes you can do it。 我说 No I don't think I can do it。 然后他说 Yes you can do it。 我说好吧，那我就冒着我的头这样跑下去，然后跑到他们旁边的时候，他们会给我爱心的水，然后我的水这样喝了就还比较舒服一点点，然后就后来脚抽筋比较好以后，我就硬着头皮把这个全部8迈给跑完了。然后嘞，跑完第8迈了以后嘞，我的第2棒跑完以后嘞，我整个脚又抽筋了，而且抽筋到连走路都不能走。不过好险，我有很好的队友在旁边帮我扇风啊，然后帮我按摩脚啊，然后帮我抽筋啊，就是说其实有队友真的还蛮不错的，对不对？然后休息了4个小时以后，马上4点半起来，早上4点半起来要准备跑第3棒。我的天哪，这身体根本就是不能动，因为整个身体像石头一样，你知道？要我当跨出的脚步的时候，我都要这样子走的 ，OK， 因为真的很难过。不过我的朋友就讲说，只剩最后一个了，你只有3迈而已，把它跑完了。我说真那么需要？他说你把它跑完了，加油，真的加油一下。我说 OK， 好吧，我就冒着头皮这样跑。一开始跑的时候，身体真的是很难过。不过一直到最后我看到我的朋友在我的终点帮我加油的时候，我整个人就全力的冲刺完以后，然后跑过我的终点的时候，每个人说 Yeah，good job，high five，high five， 每个人都给我拥抱，让我觉得很感动。等到我们11个队友全部跑完以后呢，我们现在大家都在等待最后一个门槛，然后再等最后一个朋友来跑。他第12个 runner， 他在跑最后一段的最后一区，我们大家都在看说他到底来了没？因为我们大家都很兴奋说，终于要结束了这样子。然后我们一看到他的头开始出现的时候，我们每个人在旁边大叫 Yes Yes Go Bernice， 因为他名字叫 Bernice， 我们大家都很高兴说 Bernice Go Go Go。然后我们大家因为我们总共有10个人嘛，我们还用那个卫生纸用成那种 finish line 的那种感觉，那个终点，然后把它做成5个，所以Bernice在跑的时候，他可以一个个冲过去。然后到最后一个的时候，我们12个人一起冲过最后的大门槛，说你们 finish 了。然后我们每个人都超高兴的，那一幕让我真的很感动，因为这一整个 relay， 这一整个马拉松，我们筹划了3个月，我们从找人到租车，到吃东西，到睡觉的样子，然后还有大家一起训练的模样，我们 们大家是3个月，大家不停的这样子搞这个东西。所以当我们12个人有不同的 background， 大家一起来跑这个马拉松生物的时候，我觉得，而且我们还 finish， 我觉得我们这是一个很感动的事情。过几天以后，我就想了一下，我说其实跑步就像人生一样，你知道，人生就是在跑步。有时候你不知道你的目标是什么，你就一直往前跑，跑得很累，跑得很辛苦。有时候当你遇到困难的时候，你会想要放弃。可是当你在最有困难的时候，你的朋友会出来，会给你一双手，帮你度过这个难关。所以人生这个旅途对我来讲，并不是很孤独的马拉松，而是一个团队的接力赛。因为你有一群的好朋友，可以让你这个人生有更多的色彩，还有更多的乐趣。谢谢。
Yeah, so such a great story. So the Toastmaster actually forgot our own role. so much, sort of enjoy ourselves in the story that Adam was talking about. Okay, so we actually don't have the next speaker for mentoring, unless someone want to volunteer now. Okay, so we'll move on to the English speech.
Yeah, the English speech speaker will be Ken. He's doing his project number 3.
No, it's actually, I completed my CC, so it's actually just a talk.
Oh, okay. Just a talk. And his topic is iClothes, as in iPad, iPhone. So let's welcome Ken.
Okay, before that, so Johan, you're the evaluator, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All yours, Ken.
Well, we'll see. Maybe in the end that where it's crossed out not good enough, maybe that should have been the title. I don't know. Uniqlo. Uniqlo. How many people here have heard about Uniqlo? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 out of 20. How many people have not heard about Uniqlo? Don't know what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many people have shopped at Uniqlo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's pretty good. Who wants to describe Uniqlo in maybe a word or two? What is it?
Uniqlo is the Japan version of Gap. It's disposable clothing at an affordable price.
Oh. That's a perfect description. I've heard it very favorably referred to as like Gap, or like the Gap used to be. Many people think it used to be better in the past, and that there's a lot of basic clothes. The quality is pretty good, the price is pretty good. And the reason why my speech is titled iClothes is because if Apple made clothes, it would be like Uniqlo. Because the stores are clean, they're bright, the staff is well trained, it's well organized, they use technology, they have a heat tech line of clothes, they have a cool mesh line of clothes. Now, to give you an idea, got a black duffel, and we know from the movies that black duffels usually contain weapons, or money, or cocaine, but this black duffel actually contains something even better than cocaine. It actually includes some clothes from Uniqlo. So it's just, there's a lot of t-shirts, it's just a lot of fun clothes. If everyone's chilly, feel free to borrow one of these things. But yeah, it's great Saturday clothes, inexpensive. And when I've been to Narita Airport, the flight attendants all go crazy over the Uniqlo store there. They're always buying gifts and stuff to bring back to the US. Now, today, actually I was hoping to have some more Uniqlo clothes. There's a pop-up store on 117 Post Street, and I was going to buy some stuff, but they were closed today for some reason, so I wasn't able to do that. But I have this from Japan, so I brought this to show everybody. Now, the big news is that on Friday, October 5th, so in a little over a week, they're actually going to open in San Francisco. I believe it's 111 Post Street, so it's near the Union cable car turnaround. And that's the exciting news. A lot of my Japanese friends are very excited to hear about that. Now, I was talking with she's American, she's actually Japanese American, she lives in San Francisco. This friend of mine at a sushi restaurant, and I said, did you know that Uniqlo is coming? And she said, what's Uniqlo? And then she asked the waitress, have you heard of Uniqlo? And the waitress, who's Japanese, said, yes, they have all these basics, they have fun colors, the cost is low, they have a lot of the everyday stuff that people use, t-shirts, tanks, underwear, socks, jeans, shirts, and the waitress also brought up some points that I hadn't really realized, but Uniqlo will actually alter clothes. They have a policy, they'll alter clothes like within a half hour at the store, so that's very handy for a lot of people. And I didn't know that. She mentioned that the biggest store that she knew about was in Gotanda in Tokyo. So this waitress, she could have been a marketing person for Uniqlo. And probably you think I could be a marketing person for Uniqlo as well. Maybe I should be. But I have no role with them, other than I have bought some of their things. I'm not wearing any Uniqlo right now, but I have bought things at stores in, of course, Japan, also in Shanghai and in Hong Kong and in Singapore. So they're all over Asia, but they really haven't come to the US except for in New York and then now in San Francisco. And what's exciting about the San Francisco location is that they really want to make it a flagship for the West Coast and base their Western US operations out of San Francisco and then expand to other cities like Los Angeles and Portland, etc. Finally, I have 2 points that I want to leave you with today. One point is, if you didn't know about Uniqlo before, now you do. U-N-I-Q-L-O, Uniqlo. And the second point is that Uniqlo is a Japanese company, yet I think more than that, it's an international company. And therefore, I think that we should get some employees or managers to come visit this club from Uniqlo as they expand over here. So I asked our club president, Alan, if it would be okay to outreach to them. And I haven't done that yet, but it would be great to have visitors from Uniqlo. They do have bilingual speakers of Mandarin and English. So with that, I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, will they bring shirts for us?
Yeah.
Free shirts for us? Free shirts.
So I guess I have more choice now than the one I'm wearing now.
Go ahead. I'm going to write.
So I would like to add a point to Ken's speech. Actually, Uniqlo San Francisco flagship store is designed by our company, Gensler. So we are the architect for the store. Hopefully you guys can visit the new store and enjoy it. They're using AutoCAD. And using AutoCAD various company software to build.
We just hold a meeting here.
Are we accepting sponsorship? I know I have a meeting.
If you close the industry, yes.
Okay, so our next speaker is Amy. Amy. And this is her first speech, so it's the icebreaker. And so Michael, are you?
I'm evaluating that.
Oh, you? Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, so Urshka, show you back.
Thank you. Should we shake in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
but I decided it's very necessary to be to learn to be in Toastmaster. So I originally from China. I was born in North China and grew up in South China, and then I come to the U.S. More than 10 years ago. Currently, I work in a mobile startup company. I work on both engineering side and business development side. I like play badminton, volleyball, tennis. Also, I like hiking, and I enjoy the good conversation with friends. I like to have a cup of tea during the weekend afternoons and have dinner with friends. And then I have been to many places in China and in the U.S. I like the very most. I like diversified culture here and all different events here. Also, I like all kind of foods, Chinese food, Japanese, Thai, India, friends. So why join this club? So in Asian culture, we have been trained to be humble and talk less and do more. But it seems that strategy doesn't work when we come to US. Yeah, sometimes other people ask me, can you do this? I say, oh, I learned this from school. I should pick up that very quickly. And then I heard other people say, oh, yes, I can do it well. And then I got pissed off. And then sometimes during in the meeting, I have idea. I want to give an instant speech, outline my idea, convince other people about my idea. But I kind of, just the time passed by, I still didn't speak out. And then I say, I missed that chance to give an instant speech. So I want to learn that. Sometimes I feel that when I communicate with other people, my point didn't cross to other people very clearly. I would like to learn that. I'm very happy to be here. I hope to know every one of you here. Thank you.
Amy 的演讲很好，我也是 Amy 更多。他说他想学着怎么去教那个即兴演讲，在这里我相信他一定可以有更多的机会是练习即兴演讲。
So our next speaker is actually for table topic. So we'll start with the Mandarin table topic, and then the table topic master today is Robert.
大家好，这个星期天呢就是中秋节。中秋节对于很多人来说是一个好的节日，为什么呢？可以团圆过中秋。但是在国外的中国人，到了中秋节就有不同的感觉，因为有些人为了事业，为了学校来那边读书，然后家人就是现在在中国，所以在中秋节呢就不可以过，就是团圆一起过团圆节。中秋节也是叫团圆节，因为那一天的月光就比较圆，所以也有另一个名称叫团圆节。今天我第一个问题呢，就是关于李白的一首诗。为什么我要选这首诗呢？就是因为中秋节。还有我想知道你们在国外现到了中秋节有什么的感觉？看到这首诗，好，这首诗很简单。床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。很多小孩子都知道这首诗，所以能说 普通话的人可以再上来跟我们分享过中秋节，人在这，有可能家人在中国，看到这首诗有什么的感觉呢？好，那我就好 ，K 了，下来。
那个 Robert 这么一说，把我的伤心事都勾起来了。那个，因为真的是像这首诗说的，尤其是每逢佳节倍思亲嘛。平时还好，大家的生活都很忙碌，然后呢，跟朋友吃吃饭啊，然后回家上网啊，也没觉得什么。等到过节的时候，朋友都找不到了，因为人家朋友都和自己家人去过节了。那你自己的家人呢，又在远方，真的是没有人理你的，然后就觉得倍感lonely and sad， 孤单跟伤心嘛。所以就是说，看到天上的太阳那么圆，天上的月亮那么圆那么满，自己的家呢却不能团圆，是非常的伤心的。所以我就说 Robert 把我伤心往事都勾起来了。不过我希望就是大家要是 free 的话，可以跟我一起出去，所以不让我觉得这么伤心孤单。谢谢。
谢谢 Taylor 跟我们分享。现在第二个问题呢，就是有点奇怪。你们知道嫦娥是什么人吗？
中国人。
当然是中国人了，不错。但是你们知道她的历史是什么吗？她的历史呢，就是为了她的老公不可以长生不老，因为她的老公是一个皇帝，是一个暴君，所以为了她那个老公不会吃那个长生药，她自己就偷了长生药，然后就吃掉，然后就飞上那个月宫上，在月宫上呢，只有她一个人生活，很孤单，很寂寞。所以你觉得嫦娥这样做是一个英雄的感觉，或者是她只是一个为了自己希望长生不老而偷了她的老公的药来吃掉？你明白我的问题吗？明白啊？你不明白我的问题？好，
可不可以再说一句？
好，我再说一次。嫦娥呢，偷了她老公的长生不老的药吃掉，然后飞上天。她这样做就是因为她不想她老公是一个暴君，永远都做皇帝，那么她这样的行动，是你觉得是一个英雄行动，或者是什么呢？有没有可以分享？好 ，David。
嫦娥，每次想到嫦娥，我就想到月饼，因为不知道为什么嫦娥总是飞到天上去，就会像月亮圆圆的，就感觉像有月饼的，像吃月饼的感觉。但是我想在这里说，说这个锦讲话，中文，说这样的话不用说跟题目说的一样，刚才Carl 说的题目也有点不同。我想这首诗我想多说一下，还挺好玩的。这首诗我记得是我小时候第一次学会的一首诗，这种回忆还很浓的。但是我觉得然后看这里的话，月亮，特别是在这里月亮，觉得和中国月亮不同，这里月亮比较大，或者这里月亮比较白，不知道为什么，可能中国月亮现在空气太不好了，看不到白月亮，所以全部都是黄黄的，看着像月饼一样，挺好玩的。反正我觉得这个首诗的话，给大家读一下，这还是挺有回忆的。
好，那最后一个问题呢，也是很有趣的。我们小孩子的时候，大部分人都会跟你们说，月亮上面有嫦娥，她在月亮上面生活。但是1969年的时候，阿波罗11上了月球，没有发现没有那嫦娥在上面住，也没有发现什么白兔在上面所以我们在过节的时候告诉小孩子一些故事，但是是假的。 那么你们觉得，就像圣诞老人在圣诞节的时候有圣诞老人派礼物，其实这样骗孩子这个行为是对或是错呢？就是给小孩子一个希望，看在那个月亮的时候看到上面有那个嫦娥，你们知道吗？然后其实发现真的没有。那这样骗孩子，你们觉得是不是对呢？或者是没问题啊？小孩子大的时候，他们就知道月亮上面就没有嫦娥这个事。有没有人想发表？Jesse， 你想发表吗？你上来发表。
我觉得小孩子应该给他们适当的这种古灵精怪的故事，然后让他们开发他们的想象力，觉得这样对他们自己的发展比较好。不是说什么小孩你都教他很赤裸裸的社会现实。
好，今天我的话题就结束。但是呢，我在走之前，我要解释这首诗给一些朋友不了解这首诗的意思在哪里哈。So this poem is a very famous poem by Li Bai, one of the very famous poets in China. And it's a very short poem with 4 lines. The first line says, "In front of the bed is a bright moon." And then when the bright moon shines down onto the bed, it's almost like snow right in front of the bed. As I look up into the moon, I put my head back down and think of my families at home. So it's a poem pretty much talked about how people who are from afar, thinking about their loved ones during the time of these holiday seasons, if you will, during the time of year. So it really expresses the whole feeling within 4 lines of the poem. And it's the most popular and most memorable poem for a lot of the Chinese people in China. So that's what it means. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Hey, Robert, can you put a P underneath so they can all see how it goes?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so our next topic is English table topic, and the master is Wendy.
Hi everyone. So as many people know, today is Moon Festival is one of the most important holiday to Chinese, and it takes place on the 50th day of 8th lunar moon, and celebrate the biggest and fullest, brightest moon of the year. And I know Robert just mentioned about a legend of the history of this festival, and I will try to explain I will tell a different versions of this story. So one of the legends about this Moon Festival is about a Chinese archer called, his name is Hou Yi. And Hou Yi, he built a beautiful jet palace for goddess of Western. And the god Western was so happy that so she gave Hou Yi a special pill that contained the magic elixir of immortality. But it came with a condition that he have to achieve a certain mission before he used this pill. So he carefully stored this pill in a cabinet. That one day his wife called Chang'e, he found out this pill, and without telling her husband, she just swallowed it. Then goddess of the Western, she was so mad after she found out this truth. So as a punishment, Chang'e was banished to the moon. So according to legends, Chang'e can be seen at her the most beautiful on the night of bright harvest moon. So also during Moon Festival, it's a big holiday with family reunion, and people get together and watch moon together and enjoy mooncake. Also watch fireworks show. So my first question is very simple. So what is your most unforgettable Moon Festival experience?
Yeah, I remember when I was still in Hong Kong and as a teenager, we will all go at the night of the 中秋节 to a public park by the housing complex. We all bring out candles, lanterns, and then we brought out, I guess the, what's it called? The matches to bring out so we could melt the wax of the candle and put it in different shades. It was so much fun. So many people were like, of course there's no fire, but everyone was like really like setting up their own stations, burning their wax and melting in different shades. And the next morning, when you went to the park, you would see patches of wax everywhere, by the planters, by the seating area, by the slide. But it was such an amazing night because it was also in the month of September. It was hot, so it's very enjoyable to be outdoors. So that's my most memorable celebration for the Mooncake Festival.
So my second question is, in Chinese, during Moon Festival, we eat mooncake. So does anyone know, like, what kind of food come with different holidays? They eat in different holidays, in different countries?
So I remember when I was pretty young, I remember spending one Easter in Hungary, which is where my dad is from. And over there, I remember we went to, my uncle lived across the street from a man who kept rabbits, like so many rabbits. And my sister and I was 5 at the time, my sister and I would play with them. We're like, oh my God, they're so cute, so soft. And we were little girls, so we loved rabbits. And then next thing I know, they take a rabbit, like a nice, beautiful, fluffy rabbit, and then, that basically became our lunch. And that was a pretty memorable Easter because I don't know if they have like connection with rabbits and Easter over there, but for us, we were like, oh my God. But I remember watching them skin the rabbits, like taking off a sweater. I was just like, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so, but it actually did taste really good. So that's
very interesting experience. I didn't know, like, in Europe, they eat rabbit too.
Oh yeah, it's really popular.
Wow.
Now we know.
Yes. Okay, so my third question is, like in Chinese, in Taiwan, that's where I'm from, we play firecracker during this festival, but I know firecracker is not allowed in California. So what do people think about? Does anyone have any opinion about this? No? Okay.
So in terms of firecrackers, one of my most memorable experiences was New Year's Eve in Finland, and they're quite Darwinistic there. So you get firecrackers that are, yay long, or something you would never see here, and the kids have to sort of be out of the way or whatever. But every once in a while you'll hear ah! And so it's quite fun to actually watch this happen, and then everyone reads the newspaper the next day and finds out how many people died or somebody's eyeballs out. It's almost like the New Year's coffee time. Okay, let's see what happened. It was a little refreshing, I have to say, just because being from Minnesota, where firecrackers were, I believe at one point they were legal and then they became illegal and then they became legal again when Ventura came into office. And to me, they're kind of like, of course you need fireworks. I mean, it's just this is obvious. It's fun. And firecrackers. And I'd like to add another experience I had with firecrackers, which is an experience I had in Guatemala, and it was incredible. They had strips of firecrackers, just literally from that wall to here, and they just were in 3 rows or 4 rows, and it was just fantastic. And I was like, okay, you know, it's night, everyone's trying to sleep, but I guess we're going to get up again. So that was pretty memorable, but completely different experience.
First of all, I like to play firecracker when I was a kid, but in regard of safety, I think there's a reason why government, California government, have to ban this the firecracker. But, okay, this is my 2 things.
Thank you, Wendy. I guess we still have a little bit of time, and so I kind of build on top of what Wendy just talked about. There's this place in Taiwan. Wendy, you probably know, right?
Yeah.
So it's a word-by-word translation. It's a city called Salty Water, right? And this is the most famous city in Taiwan about firecrackers. So during the Moon Festival time, or around that time, the whole town basically open up to visitor or people from outside. And then what they do is everybody take the firecracker and then shoot at each other.
Nice.
And this is not like regular firecracker, this is like really, really heavy duty one. And then I visited there many times, and first time I was there, I didn't wear any equipment, so I was badly injured. And then second time I wear long sleeve and then helmet, and then just protect yourself out with a big blanket. And that place is incredible. It's, for people who like firecracker, definitely visit that place.
I'll send the Finnish people I know there.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll close this up, and Kathy, you wanna? Okay.
那接下来我们的总品国员是 David。
Thank you, Toastmaster. So next step, we'll move into the evaluation stage of tonight's event. And the evaluation stage is just as important part of our Toastmaster meetings as the speech itself, because the evaluation is where we help learn and grow, and then we progress, become better and better speakers. So I'd like to welcome our first evaluators, Jesse. She'll be evaluating Alan's speech. Let's welcome Jesse.
Alan's Chinese name is Alun. Right? 你的那个演讲非常的有趣，你带给我们一个很温馨的团体马拉松比赛的故事。然后这个是你第5个演讲，第5个演讲主要就是你的肢体语言、你的笑容、你的和观众的一些 eye contact。然后我觉得你做得非常的好，你非常的在适当的时候，非常适当的运用了肢体语言来更加加深你想表达的意思。比如说你在说你觉得身体很累的时候，还有当你冲越那个最后那个线的时候，大家都为你欢呼。我觉得这些地方你都很运用肢体语言强调了这一部分。然后你的演讲不仅仅说了自己的经验，也讲了别人的经验，然后最后你还升华到就是说对人生的一些感悟，就是说朋友让你觉得很温暖。我觉得这个是非常好的。如果说有一些不足，可以更加提高的地方，那就可能就是你开头的时候，你没有 就是说你问了问题，然后你没有给观众一点点思考的时间，然后你很快就叫了一个观众回答。我觉得我还在想的时候，别人已经答了。OK， 然后总体来说，我觉得非常精彩。
Thank you, Jesse. So evaluation, forgot to mention, for evaluators, when you're up here, it's also a chance for you to perform. It's a chance for you to come up here and practice your speech. Because for those of you that went to the area evaluation contest last week, you got to see a very wide variety of styles of evaluation, performance of evaluation, and energy evaluation. You can really make your evaluation into a speech itself. So just a little hint for everybody else who will be evaluating in the future. So next, we'd like to welcome Joanna. Johan. Sorry. Evaluating Ken's speech.
Thanks, David. Unfortunately, Joanna wasn't able to make it. Hopefully, another night she'll be here. So my speech was, I'm the evaluator, and I was here to evaluate Ken's speech for tonight, which was iCodes. Ken had already finished the CC manual, so this was a speech from the advanced manual. Just to give you a little bit of background. I want to start off by saying that I really enjoyed your speech, Ken. I thought it was a great speech. It was a great introduction to Uniqlo for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people in the audience as well. I'd heard of the name before, but I wasn't sure what it was. So it was an interesting speech to start off, talking about. It's great that you started off. You had a lot of enthusiasm throughout the speech, which is really great. You really helped to spark people's interest, I think, in the brand, to really talk about it, and you sounded really excited throughout the speech, and you really got people. I think that at least for myself, you got me interested, sparked my interest, and I want to check out the flagship store once they open. You were informative. I like how you kind of started out giving a brief background of the brand before you jumped into the details, talking more about the details, and this helped to help the audience have a better understanding, and gets them more engaged. Whereas some people, when they talk about a topic, they'll just jump into that topic without giving a background in that. You can lose the audience sometimes that way. They're not sure what, they haven't really heard of what you're talking about. So that was great that you started off with that introduction. I thought your speech was well structured, starting with the main points of introducing the brand, the clothing features, and then you ended with talking about San Francisco's flagship location that was opening up. I liked how you added humor with the duffel bag joke. It was great that you used props. It was a great way to get the audience more engaged as well. One thing that I think you could have done is you could have left the duffel bag at the beginning from the at the front of this stage from the start, though, because I think that can help to when you have to go back and you have to backtrack to get the duffel bag, it interrupts your speech, and it can also distract the audience as well. I also thought another thing that could have been improved was your body language. You sounded very excited about Uniqlo, but I felt that your body language didn't reflect it as much as it could reflect your excitement. So more arm movements might have helped, and would have helped to put more character into into the excitement that you definitely projected in your speaking. The last thing I wanted to say was that when you're up here, a lot of times many people forget in their speeches is that we have the whole stage available to us, and you kind of limited yourself to one small space up here. Walking around more and using this space more would have helped a lot too with really creating your stage presence and really, helping to facilitate your excitement. Other than that, I thought it was a great speech. I thought it was really exciting. You sounded really exciting, and I thought you really informed all of us about the Uniqlo brand. And I look forward to more speeches from you in the future.
Thank you, Johan, for stepping up last minute for Johan. So, we have our last evaluator of the day, and we have Ursula. Is that correct? Yeah. Ursula will be evaluating our last speech, which is Icebreaker by Amy.
So, there were many changes, and I want to first apologize to Michael if he was really like, oh, that was my job. So, it was fun to evaluate a first speech because most of us, maybe even all of us, have done it, and so we have our personal experiences when we think about what does that feel like, and oh, I remember I did that. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you is that the commonalities between some of the things that I noticed and what we all have done, namely when the Toastmasters are coming to you to sort of close that session that you just shared with us, stay up here a little bit more. And it's something that we'll probably need to practice. All of us probably need to remember this as a general statement. And that can give the audience a little bit more confidence in what you just said. And it kind of is the bookend to your speech. I think that the details about your experiences were very interesting, and you gave us a path of your background. And it's obviously a nice chunk of material to go from when you give us more speeches in the future, and be able to refer back to some of those details. One of the things that I noticed is your grammar can be a little bit improved. So I want to make a general statement that I noticed from Chinese speakers about tenses, and there's oftentimes a use of maybe the present tense when there needs to be the use of the past tense, or singular versus plural. And a lot of the tenses tend to get collapsed into one version of the tense. So as a general statement, watch the present tense, the past tense, and try and stick with the simple tenses like I played, I will play, so that can strengthen your speech a little bit. So some of that's a general comment for everyone. It's something I heard from your speech as well. And I didn't hear the word of the day.
Am I supposed to do that? I didn't know.
Yeah, so this is so just to give you a little background, this is kind of a little surprise, and part of the way we kind of spontaneously think on stage is to incorporate this element and then also maybe elements from other speeches. And I believe yours was first, so it would have been
you know that I didn't see.
Yes, so it's kind of a fun element that we get to do for the next speech. Think about that a little bit, maybe just a 2-minute thought about how can I stick that in there. But welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You were just mentioning the evaluation.
Oh, yes.
So thank you, Ursula, for your evaluation. And then, if you can, please give me another round of applause for Amy for her first speech. As I was listening to Ursula's review, I sometimes feel like it's been a while since we had an icebreaker. And sometimes we forget, because many of us have given a speech already, and once you do it once, you get addicted to it, and you want to keep doing it. You forget how hard it is to do it the first time. For most people out there, they rather have go through surgery than giving a public speech. So coming here and giving us a first speech, just to make yourself go through that and not worry about anything else, is a major accomplishment already. So we hope to see more people come in. Well, I think everybody here have done it. Anybody that has not done the first speech yet? Okay, we still have some folks, but don't wait too long, because once you do it, you'll like it, and you're ready to go to the next one, So next, we would like to do our second part of the evaluations, which is the part that helps us check on things that we normally notice. So first, we would like the odd counter, and by Alberto.
Okay, Barry, 6 odd, 6 so. Kathy, It was really clean, only one R. Yeah, really white. Ursula, one R, 4 arm, 9 saw.
9?
Ken, 2 saw. Robert, 1 saw. And I think it's Sika she, or something in Mandarin. She said twice. I tried to put my Mandarin using a good tone. Alan, 6 okay. It's okay. Eddie has 6 saw, 4 arm, 2 R, 1 yeah. Johan, 8 R, 1 saw, and 3 you know. Jesse, 2 nigger, 7 on. Kayla, 2 nigger. Davey, 2 on, 6 saw. Wendy, 3 up, 1 arm, 7 saw. Marshika, 1 up, 1 saw. This is my report for today.
Thank you very much.
One tip for the speakers that are actually speaking, if you don't go back and, unless you go back to look at your video, sometimes what I like to do when I give a speech, I write down how many odds I've done in one speech, and then when I do the next one, I write down as well. So over time, you can see if you got better or not. It's just something that's interesting if you want to keep track of things. So next we have the grammarian, which is Ursula.
So Alan, here's my tense. So Alan, your speech was something that I was just like, how much can I understand? I want to understand more. So 11. That was I found that to be really, really fun because I knew you were telling a story and you were animating that and things like that. I just wanted to add that in there to my feedback. One of the things that I heard you say was good to see you guys. And I think that in some cases the word guys can be changed to all, or to see you all. In certain circumstances that might be something that could potentially get some of your audience to feel unincluded. So that's a general statement for everybody. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Again, I just love, I want to hear, I recorded it. I want to hear it again. Practice my Chinese, because the flow was very nice. Barry, where are you? There you go. One of the things that I noticed about your delivery is a little bit grammar related, where the tense was off when you said something like, "Well, how did your weekend goes?" And so those are things that under stress or a little, when nerves kick in, I think the tense can kind of shift. So pay attention when you relook at when you view the video about that. When you first introduced the people and opened up the meeting, that's kind of where that happened. And Kathy, I have a blank here. I think I was just listening to you. So I will try and get back to you if there's other feedback at some other time. Ken, I thought the book ends of your speech can be tweaked because the self-effacement statement at the beginning and the finally statement at the end kind of made me think, wow, did you not have confidence in your speech? So it gave the audience an opportunity to doubt what you're going to say and just read it, and it'll be much, much better. And then finally, you had 2 points to make and just state the points because they were really kind of a little bit of a surprise, and they were like, oh, here's my little Easter egg. Cool, I get something extra. So I really like the way you added the 2 points and you framed it in the sense that I have these 2 things and you went boom, boom. Super clean. And I can take this advice for myself. There was a so in there, and I think we can both do breathing instead. My feedback for that. And I'm going to go shopping. Wendy. No, where's Wendy? Oh, I was like, you're not not Wendy. One of the words that I had a lot of difficulty understanding was 8th. I think it's the 8th moon for the Moon Festival. What was the... Was it as or 8th? Lunar? 8th. Okay, I heard AIDS. So I wasn't sure if we were talking about HIV all of a sudden. So that, it was that much of a in my mind that I thought I would bring that up. And there's another grammar point that I think that Chinese speakers in general can focus on, and that is the subject pronouns he, she, etc., where you would state the person's name and then you would say ho, yi, he. So it's either one or the other. So that's something that if you want to analyze some of your production, whether it's spoken or written, you can sort of search for that construction. Again, that's a subject pronoun. And then you had, I believe, a he for a she, the wife, and I couldn't catch the name, the wife, he. So you use the same pattern again, and then you had the gender swap. That's a common thing again. Ta, obviously, doesn't always translate easily. One other thing I caught was, is anyone know, blah, 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 rather than does anyone know. So swap that verb. Marshika, there was a couple likes in there.
Just a couple? No, just
She's not going to feed me, Marco. That's it for me.
Good job.
Ursula, you're an English teacher by trade?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So always, every time you do it, I always feel like I'm in grammar school, but it's a great...
It's a good experience for you though, right?
Yes, it is.
You like to have the candy and stuff.
Always glad to have you. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have the timer. And we have the timer's time for all of our speakers, please.
Sure. For the first speech, Alan's speech is 7 minutes and 24 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Second speech, Ken, it's 6 minutes and 19 seconds. The third speech from Amy, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. For a table topic session, Cassie, 1 minute. Mashika, 58 seconds. And Amy took 1 minute and 27. Actually, I think it's Usula, 1 minute and 27 minutes. And for the English table topic session, the Mandarin part, Kayla, 55 minutes. David, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Oh, sorry. I don't know how to count. And Jessie is 33 seconds. For the evaluation part of the speech, Jessie, 1 minute and 54 seconds. Johanna, Yuhan, 3 minutes and 58. Ursula, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. That's the time record. Thank you.
And time is another aspect that's very important for our speech. This is something else we also noticed during our area contest last Thursday. There's time once if you go over a certain time, you get disqualified automatically, no matter how good you are and how well you prepare your speeches. So it's something that's always nice to be aware of or develop. So next step is my evaluation of the meeting, and the purpose is to help us to get better and better at doing this, and then more proficient, and help give a better experience to all our members. So looking at our time right now, we're really great on time, which means our meeting started on time. I wasn't here on time, but at least the meeting started on time, so that's always great. No?
7 minutes late.
Yeah.
7 minutes?
Under normal circumstances, we would have been in trouble.
So then we give a really good job to our Toastmasters who are really keeping us on track. And I think our Toastmaster tonight did a really great job of keeping everybody feels comfortable up here. You guys had a really good stage presence, and you guys were having jokes and just talking to people. I think that's what Toastmasters should do, to welcome people in and make them feel like they're part of the group and just really not be shy to talk to people. So I think that's a great job. And we have a good agenda. There's always going to be changes. I think that's just the nature of our meetings, if you've been here long enough. So still, overall, it's great to have an agenda with all the Chinese and all the really nice colors in front of us. For the speech part itself, I think we actually had a really great speech. I really enjoy part of the speech that I heard from Ken. I'm definitely going to check out the store. I see their ads all the time. I don't know what it's And for the evaluation part, one thing I like to do is for all the evaluators, when you come up, is useful to help restate which speech the speaker is doing, what's the main objective from the book, and as well as when we do the timing, before you give the time for the speakers, tell them what's the time for the speech. Because for icebreaker is 4 to 6 minutes, and then for the regular speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So you kind of help people reinforce that all over and over again. And also, like we said, for the speech, for evaluation, it's also a chance for you to come up here and perform, and an opportunity to kind of develop more speaking skills. So it's something that's nice to practice more. And the table topic, I think we had a really great table topic. It's very fitting. You match our themes really well. Although I heard whenever I try this, what's the word of the day? This or this? I said it several times. I didn't hear the bell ring before. So it's nice to kind of have this fun part of the meeting, I think. And
I tried to do it lightly because it was going to be maybe disruptive, but if people couldn't hear it, I could whack at it.
Maybe my hearing is bad today. But like I said, like our Toastmaster mentioned before, it's fun to kind of mix the word of the day into a speech, kind of help you, jiggle your mind a little bit and be more creative. And other than that, I think our meeting's on time. Everybody seems like they enjoy themselves, and looking for a more successful meeting in the future.
Yeah, thank you, David. So I guess we don't have any new guests tonight. So we just proceed.
We can turn it back to Ellen
Yeah, we'll turn it back
for
to
next
Ellen.
week agenda.
Okay.
Thank you, Becky. Thank you, David. Great job. So another round of applause for Toastmasters. Good job. Right on time. Okay. So before I make my announcements, officers, do you have any announcements? Robert?
No, I don't.
Okay. Mashika? Report. Johan?
No.
Okay. Timon?
I do.
Yes.
So, I have great news. Renewal is due. Yeah, exciting time of the year. So the deadline is October 1st. I know some of you have already, turned in checks, cash, and whatnot. Once the meeting's over, please come see me or Alan if you want to renew, and you can hand in your check or cash. I don't think we have any new members today here, but it's $20 on top of the club fee, membership fee for new members. And the membership fee is $36, and then on top of that we have a $12 club-specific fee. So for existing members, renewal is $48. If you can just bring in a check, we can renew you online, and it's pretty straightforward. So after the meeting, please come see me or Alan. We'll get it done. Thanks.
Last time the lady, she said that she's going to send out email so that we can pay online.
Yeah, apparently members can't, aside from officers, members can't go online to pay. That's why, we're going to have to do it through me and Alan. Yeah.
Okay.
So, have you paid already, or you still?
Well, I haven't paid yet.
Okay,
So
so
we
yeah,
take a
you,
check or cash only.
Yeah.
Right? You are not going to take credit cards.
Check or cash is more preferred. Actually, I would prefer more check. That'll be better. And I will have some sort of paper trail for it.
Definitely.
Yeah. But no credit cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any questions?
I do have a question. I thought that that Sue was going to be here next week. So can we pay next week?
If you you'll renew, you can, just let me know. I'll put a note down, and we'll get you renewed, and you can just hand in a check next week.
Okay.
So it's we're kind of flexible.
Okay.
We're all family here. We're trying to make it work.
I just want to make another add-on to what Timo said. If we have 20 plus member renew by the end of this month, we'll get a special banner that we could stick onto our thing. But at the same time, we need people to renew to keep this club alive, basically. And if you fall under a certain number, the club will die. So seriously.
So you're the lifeline.
Yeah, so everyone here who haven't renewed yet, we urge you to renew by the end of this month so that, we can stay alive in this club.
Good call.
Does somebody want to sponsor me for a week?
I mean, if you're going to be paying, then someone's going to pay for you, and then,
No,
She's good.
no,
We had
the club,
cocaine
the club,
cash.
the club will. Oh, Mark invited me. Yeah, I mean, let's just do this after the meeting. But we need your new member fee as well.
I will get that down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Ursula, we'll